Hi everyone, it's Michelle here from Novels on the Run for Talking Books Tuesday number 10. Now, I'm getting back onto a Rachel Caine, the Morganville Vampires marathon thing. Now this is volume 1 and this one's got 2 books in it. You can obviously buy the books separately. This one's got Glass Houses and The Dead Girls Dance. This is volume 2. And this has got 2 books in it, and it's number 3, Midnight Alley, and Feast of Fools. Now, this is where I went off to the individual books. So number 5, and we've got Lord of Misrule. Number 6, Corpus. Now, number 7, Kiss of Death. Oh no, number 8. Oh, what did I finish one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm missing one. I have another one running around. Okay. Number 7 is... number 8 is Kiss of Death. Because I know I'm up to number 8. So I have read and reviewed all these ones. Number 7, where'd you go? Ooh, I don't like that when I get one out of order. Not to worry. Now I have to tell you what number 7 is. Hang on. Number 7. I know it's in my head. Oh, Lords of Misrule. No. Fade Out. Oh, I've got to find Fade Out. Just when I thought I had them all in order. Number 9. Yes. Getting a bit thicker. Ghost Town. Number 10, Bite Club. Number 11, Last Breath. So I've got those still to read. I've got to put them back in order. Number 12 is Black Dawn, which I don't have, and Bitter Blood is releasing shortly. So, I really do enjoy this YA series. Rachel has a lot of fun with the characters, especially Mernon. He's a bit of a nutbag, but he's don't know if he's dangerous or if he's just crazy, but anyway. She's got other series, Weather Warden, Outcast Season, Revivalist, and this is interesting. The Red Letters series is 2 books, and they were written way back, like 2005. Now, Devil's Bargain has just come onto NetGalley, which I've asked for and I think I got. I'll have to have a look. But the cover is in this style with the the little and a picture of a girl. So she's giving that one another go. Now these are Razorbill Penguin, and I shall put them just there because there's a lot of them. Lots of reading. Now, I've just read Cold Fury by T.M. Googline, and I'm going to do my review shortly. It's Penguin Putnam, and I did enjoy this. And it's Mafia, Mob. I want to Google and see if some of the things, there's Capone Doors, Al Capone Doors, the mobster. I want to see if that actually is in Chicago, really is in Chicago, because if it is, holy mag. But yeah, I did enjoy this. There were areas I didn't, but that's just me personally. But I still rate this highly, and I'm looking forward to the next book actually. So that's Cold Fury. Now, from Orbit Hatchet, this is book 4, Out for Blood, Kristen Painter. It is the House of Camara. Anyway, now I'll just read out the little media release that I've got here. It's fast-paced and an original urban fantasy series about a race of humans bred to feed vampire nobility. Now, I think I've got one of these on NetGalley, but I'm not sure if I've still got it. I think I might have number 3. And yeah, so passion and murder, vampires and courtesans. Original and unputdownable is what Patricia Briggs says, who writes Mercedes Thompson. urban fantasy series, which I absolutely love. If you haven't read that series, you've got to read it. Adam is absolutely divine, and I've got a really big soft spot for Stefan as well. Now, I'll leave that to last. My little mini-me, who's 10, just turned 10 a couple of weeks ago, she's done her review of Dear Dork, Dork Diaries. That's up on the blog. Now, Walker Books contacted me about reading Black Spring by Alison Croggon. I don't know if you can see it, but the eyes, they're actually, can you see? Oh, you can just see it. Oh, just there. Look, little evil. These eyes are shiny and they're like blood red, deep red, but the rest of the book's matte. Oh, do you see it? Look at the shine. Oh, it's a little creepy, this cover, I have to admit. The hair all coming down all over the face, but the eyes, I'm trying to get them to show. Oh, do you see that? Oh, This is one of the creepier covers. Okay, Allen and Unwin. Wendy Harmer. If you're Australian, you'll know Wendy Harmer. She's a comedian, radio person. She's written the kitty books, little kitty books. Pixie. Who in the garden? Who in the park? Oh, hang on. I have to look this up for you. I wasn't prepared for this one. But she did really well with it. It's a little kitty. Pearly. There we go. Pearly and Opal, Pearly in the park, Pearly and the big doll, Pearly and Great Aunt Garnet. And she's also written other books as well, like other not middle grade books. So she's making a career, and this looks like it could be quite funny. I'll read a tiny bit on the back. Ellie Pickering has a juicy secret, a secret her PR mum won't let her tell anyone, because if the kids at Oldcastle High knew that megastar Jake Blake, yes, the Jake Blake, teen sensation and all-round heartthrob, was coming to Oldcastle to film his latest movie, they might just explode with excitement. Might be a bit like One Direction coming somewhere. Ellie is determined to get on set and to get more than a glimpse of her Hollywood crush, but now, thanks to an unfortunate incident involving a car, a huge red handbag and the paparazzi, it looks like Ellie has lost a lot more than an opportunity to be close to Hollywood royalty. She lost her dignity, her job and her best friend. How can she get everything back to normal? Well, I don't know unless I read it. So, it's called I Made Lattes for a Love God. So I'm just wondering, does she start making coffees for this guy? Lattes are coffees. I don't drink coffee or tea. Now, Allen and Unwin. I'm doing a Q&A. Libra Bray, if you are listening, which I don't think you are. I'm coming after you. Look at the size of this book. It is, and the writing, it's huge. But it's getting wonderful reviews. It's the first book in the Diviners series called The Diviners. This is set in 1926. Have a look at that. Just imagine that on your shelf like that. And they look wonderful. You know? Like, it's pretty cool, isn't it? There's a tarot card on the front, so there's something it's telling you. And a bunch of hands. Two hands. Oh, okay. Sarah, Saz 101, she's currently reading it and she's loving it. So, I'll just read a teeny bit on the back. 1920s New York, a teen clairvoyant, an old evil, it has begun. ... Evie O'Neill has been exiled from her boring old hometown and shipped off to the bustling streets of New York City, and she is positively thrilled. It does say positively. New York is the city of speakeasies, which I learnt about in Cold Fury. Yes, there was a speakeasy, and oh my god, how cool. I mean, in real life there may have been some violence down there with the monsters, but speakeasy. Club Molasses was in Cold Fury. And the way he got to Club Molasses was the coolest thing. New York City is the city of speakeasies, rent parties, shopping and movie palaces, and soon enough Evie is running with glamorous Ziegfeld girls and rakish pickpockets. The only catch is that Evie has to live with her Uncle Will, curator of the Museum of American Folklore, Superstition and the Occult, also known as the Museum of the Creepy Crawlies. When a rash of occult-based murders comes to light, Evie and her uncle are right in the thick of it. Even Evie's new pals, hoofers, numbers, runners and activists, but all swell kids, are drawn into the investigation, and through it all Evie has a secret and mysterious power that could help catch the killer, if he doesn't catch her first. Kerry Greenwood has written a fascinating alternative 1926 where men aren't all they seem and are possibly much more. Evie is sassy, feisty and full of beans. Very Mary Shelley. After a long night on the Laudanum, Laudanum, gripping, I could not stop. Well, Sarah, who is reading this, she said it's a monster of a book. See that? She said it's amazing. So, you might just need to set some time away from this puppy. Now, Breathe. I've just finished Breathe by Sarah Crossan. It is Bloomsbury. Wow, I've just put my review up. Dystopian. Looking forward to Breathe too. This book started off, I'm going to be honest and say, but wow, keep reading. It just really grows on you. Quinn in the end grew on me. Bea I loved. She has so much heart and soul and compassion. Elena, due to the life she has led, has been hardened, but I loved her as well. And Silas and Inga, I love them. I'm still trying to work out the pet, which is Jazz. She's an interesting little character, that one. But wow, just when you're reading this, just think about having to pay for oxygen, and I just want you to take a breath now and imagine not having that if you were outside the pod. So there you go. There's quite a bit of a hidden message there. Hence, if you have a look at all this, it really does become very believable, and it really does kind of hit home a little bit about what the planet, etc. Now, Paulina over at Harlequin was so very kind. It was my birthday the other day. We're not saying any numbers. You can work it out or see something somewhere. She gave me a present from Harlequin Team. This is the study series, Poison Study, Book 1, Magic Study 2, and Fire Study, excuse me, Book 3, Maria V. Schneider. Now, I've read Touch of Power, excuse me, by Maria V. Schneider. That was my very first book, whereas this series is, I think, about 2008. It was the last book. Fire was the last book. Fire Study. She's got other series as well. They rate. Where is my piece of paper? I've got to tell you how well these books rate. Poison Study rates 4.21 with 33,734 ratings. Magic Study 4.08 with 19,736 ratings, and Fire is 3.95 with 15,884 ratings on Goodreads. I've heard only ever good things about this YA series, so I'm really looking forward to reading this, and thank you so much to Paulina for sending those. That was very kind. I've just got, I think that's it, yeah. I've just got, we've got a blog hop next week. It's one of the real big ones for Halloween, so we'll have something nice on there to give away. Currently got some giveaways for Aussies Only is Spark, Bridget Camara book. You've got to put yourself in to win that if you're an Aussie, because the publisher's sending that out. Thank you to Alan and Unwin. And there's 5 of those to give away, and Witch by Fiona Horn. There's 3 of those to give away. And what's the other thing I've got? Oh, and Misty Provencher, she's got some signed bookmarks, and that's international, to give away. So just check out the giveaways. And I've also put up a excerpt for Iced Fever series. It's an adult, the spin-off series of Danny O'Malley, which I'm just so looking forward to reading. There's a 27-page excerpt there currently, and you just scroll down on the blog and you'll read it. And I'm just deciding, I've had a peek, but I know after 27 pages I'm going to want more. But the bit I did read, wow. Again, it's Karen Marie moaning, what are we going to say? And if you're out of adult status and you haven't read the Fever series with Jericho Barons, Verlaine, and Mac, you need to. And if you haven't as well, when you're thinking of doing Ice, I would probably read Fever first, because it's got Riordan and Danny. You've really got to get to know Danny, and Danny's in the first series. So yes, yowza. So looking forward to that. And that's it. Yeah, anything else? I'm bobbling around on Facebook and Twitter and stuff. So yeah, if you've got any books you recommend, just give us a shout on Facebook. I've got some ladies now who are showing me some books. Oh, speaking of that, Bridget Camara, who writes The Elementals, which is Spark and Storm, etc. She was recommending a book by J.H. Trumbull called Don't Let Me Go. Now, she just finished reading it. I just want to read, it's very small, her review, and she's recommended it for fans of John Green and David Levithan and Barry Lyga, Lyga. I've heard of the first two, I haven't heard of Barry. Okay, so this book was amazing. This book was marketed as adult, but I'd say it's pretty damn fine YA. I'd put this up there with John Green and David Levithan. Yes, really, in big words. First off, I couldn't put it down. Seriously, I read on my phone, I read at the gym while running, people. I read in the car while someone else was driving, in brackets. I read any chance I could get. The romance amazing, the characters amazing, the whole story was just beautiful and fulfilling. Seriously, I just want to hug Nate. You know how sometimes you read books and you want to shake people and say, you need to read this book. This is that book. This book made me want to be a better writer. There is some sexuality and language in this book. No explicit sex, but a few occasional explicit references to sex. But everything suited the story perfectly, and everything was true to character. I know some reviews mentioned that they had a problem with the timeline. The story is told in alternating periods of current time and flashbacks, but I thought it was exactly what the story needed. It was reminiscent of Barry Lyga's Boy Toy. Seriously, read it, you won't be disappointed. So that's Bridget's review of Don't Let Me Go, and this is the, I don't know if you can see that. So that's it. Yeah, that's it. I hope you find something nice to read. I hope I've recommended something. And if you haven't started the Morganville Vampires and you're just feeling like some really good YA series that's long, it's up to number 13 and counting, and pick it up. Go to your library if you're not sure and pick up the first book. I started getting really invested in it by about book 4. So yeah, that's it. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Tuesday maybe. Bye.